Hi guys, this is Andrew from Red Door Studios at reddoor.com.co. Uh, you can find all of our information on our website, and you can also read about me. This is me right here. Um, I specialize in search engine optimization, and I also know website development. And in this blog post, I'm going to go over how to write a blog post for beginners or intermediates and even advanced. This information applies to everyone. And in regards to search engine optimization, I'm going to highlight a few things. So first of all, I'm going to go into the back end of our Red Door website so I can show you how I post a blog. First of all, we're using the Divi theme, so if yours doesn't look like this, yours might look like this. It might look like the normal editor on WordPress. That's fine. I'm using the Divi Builder. Comes with the Divi theme. It's just a really nice and easy way to actually create to organize the content on your on an individual page or post. So here I'm creating a new post, and this post is basically came about because we had a client who asked us for this type of information. They're writing blog content, and they want to know how they can actually get how can they actually write a good blog post. In regards to SEO and content and all that. So I wrote them back with this email highlighting 11 steps or 11 suggestions to writing a blog post. So let's go over that. So I'm going to go over here and insert a column. I'm going to make it a full width column. I'm going to insert the module, which is the text module. Where'd it go? There it is. And the text color is going to be dark. Orientation is going to be left. And I'm just going to copy paste the response that I did. I did notice a quick little typo. It's not 10 steps. It's actually 11 suggestions. Uh, uh, and so let's go over the suggestions. I don't want to make this video way too long. So first of all, the first suggestion that I have is to make a spreadsheet. So the first suggestion is make a spreadsheet. What are you going to put on the spreadsheet? On the spreadsheet, you're going to put your ideas. You're going to put you need to make a spreadsheet. I mean, you don't. It doesn't have to be an Excel spreadsheet. I just love Google Documents, and I do love spreadsheets on Excel. So I'll show you my spreadsheet and what it looks like for my ideas, just for the Red Door blog. So, for example, I do research on keyword first. And if you don't know how to do keyword research using the Google Keyword Tool, I'm going to put a link to the a previous blog post that shows step by step how to use the Google Keyword Tool to find keywords and how much they're being searched for per month. So for example, like let's say this one, how to write a blog post. On average, in the world, it's searched for 2,900 times. The competition is low based on the suggested bids. So I have my ideas here. How to write a blog post. Here's the one that I'm writing right now. 11 suggestions on how to write a blog post. Write a blog post with SEO in mind. So these ideas I've kind of combined and made one blog post, which was really an email reply to our client, which now I'm using as a blog post. So let's go back in here. So I've made a spreadsheet. I've got my ideas. I've got the keyword research in there, and I know that these are being searched for. These terms are being searched for, so these are the terms that I'm going to be using in the blog post. Make sure that they come up. So let's keep going. So in the blog post, I actually go into more detail on how you can actually find things to write, even if it's just as simple as going into Google and typing in a keyword and finding out and getting the content from your competitors or from bloggers that have blogged about that keyword. I give the example of Santa Marta Vacation because we do have a client that has a Santa Marta hotel in Colombia. So what we do is take that content from that keyword, from those search engine results, and we rewrite the content but make it awesome. We put our own creativity and we make it longer so that we're trumping everything else that's online in regards to that keyword. So for Santa Marta vacation, we probably will have to write more than just one 1,500 word blog post. We probably have to write 10 or 20 of them. But either way, there's more information there. Number two is stories, questions, and lists. What are people reading? What are people sharing right now online? If you just go to your own personal Facebook account, you'll see that most of the blog posts that are being shared the most are lists, stories, or questions. Things that involve video get shared a lot. So that's why I'm making this video, because if I just have all this text, which is over 1,000 words, the likelihood of it being shared or going viral is lower as opposed to when I have a video on it. So you want to answer questions for clients. Obviously, you want to tell stories. People love reading stories or listening to stories, and maybe even like steps or guides. For example, like on Facebook, you'll see a lot of posts that have like 5 places you have to visit before you die, 5 steps to getting in shape. Those get clicked through a lot because if I just see the number 5, I know that it's going to be a short read, and I can just go through and read what I want right away. So lists, questions, and stories are good. Number 3, going back to high school English class. Now we're talking about actually structuring your blog post. How are you going to structure your blog post? We got to go back to our high school English, or even before that. I remember learning about essay writing before high school. But in high school is when you actually get that ingrained in your head, when you're getting ready to go to college, where you have to write an intro, you have to have a body, and you have to have a conclusion. This is how I do all of my blog posts. I kind of lay them out that way. This particular blog post, the body is very big. It has all 11 sections in it. There's a small intro to it here, and then there's going to be a conclusion, which is already written down here. So you definitely want to structure it that way. And even though you write it that way, you don't have to actually, even though you outline it like an essay, you don't have to write it like an essay. And I'll go over that here in a second. Okay, so number 4, using headings and numbers. If you notice here on my blog post here, I'm actually going in and I'm writing the headings and the blog post, the heading and the number for each one. That way, when people are skimming through the article, they can just read the headings and get the information that they need right away, instead of having to read through everything. Headings are great, not only for readers, but also for search engine optimization. Search engines search for headings with relevance to what you're writing about. So that's a key as well. Okay, so back to... actually, while we're on headings, for example, I mentioned that I do have a blog post in regards to keyword research using the Google Keyword Planner. So let's say that I want to link back to that. So let's see. I want to do research with the Google Keyword Planner. If I want to link to that, all I have to do is highlight the words and then scroll up here to the top. It's very easy, where it has a little insert link, edit. And then I just put the URL or look for it here. It's actually here. How to optimize my website for beginners. I wrote that a while back, so I'm just going to click on that and it'll fill that in right away. If I don't know it or I don't have it here and I'm linking to something that that doesn't show up here automatically, I can just fill this in, copy and paste it. I want to open that in a new window because I don't want the user to navigate away from this window. I want the browser to open up a new window when someone clicks that. So I'll add that link there, and I'll organize it here in a moment. So when I finish, so here's the link, and that's it. That's how easy linking to something internally is. Okay, so back to number 5, peer editing. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Having someone read your stuff is very important, because a lot of the times you might think that your reader understands everything that you're writing, but in reality, they don't understand everything because you're not being clear as to what you're writing about. So peer editing helps with that, and also helps with spelling and grammar and all that, and the structure. Number 6, length of the blog post. Um, Real quick, you don't have to write all of your blog posts at 1,500 words. One of the rule of thumbs that I keep is that it should be over 300 words. If it's over 300 words, the likelihood of it being picked up by the Google bots is higher. If it has less, then Google might just not pick it up. Number 7, keyword density and diversity. Keyword density means the percentage that your keyword is going to pop up within the content, within the actual text. So if you've got 1,000 words, I usually keep it between 1% to 2%. So if I have 1,000 words in this blog post, my keyword, which is how to write a blog post, or whatever it was here, yeah, how to write a blog post, is going to come up 10 to 20 times. There is no set rule. I just keep that rule for myself because that's what's been working for me. So you might as well use it since I already done the research. Number 8, internal linking. I just explained how to link internally. This is great because it links to relevant content on your own blog. You want to link up information that makes sense, not just link up other blog posts that you've written just because you want link juice or you want to do a link wheel. Those tactics are from the past. Now Google is basically based all on relevance and how good your content is. So if you're linking internally to good content, that's a great idea, just like I just showed you. Number 9, linking to the competition. Is that bad or good? In my research, linking to the competition is good. Why? Because Google sees that as a relevant reference on your blog post or on your page. If you're writing about baking cakes and you link your blog post or whatever you're writing about to, for example, a producer of flour, and you link to their website or their information on their flour. In here, I give an example of Ace Hardware. If you're a hardware store, a small hardware store, and you're linking to Ace Hardware because they have they've rated some of the hammers, that's going to give you relevance. Google's going to see that as you linking to a relevant page. This is not just some optimized page just for ranking, but it's actually good information for readers, and readers also will notice that you actually know your competition, so that's good. Number 10, how often should I post? You should be posting every hour, if you could. If I could, I would be posting every single hour, because content is king on the internet. So if the more that you can post, the better your posts are. So you want to combine those two things. Great content with a lot of content, and linking everything together. So yeah, you should be posting, I mean, once a day. If you can only do twice a week, once a month, whatever it is, you need to be posting. Don't let your blog die out because your rankings will suffer. So number 11, last but not least, is having fun. If your business is your passion, you should write about it and have fun doing it. Don't stress too much about these SEO points. Just write and have fun. Naturally, if you have a concept, or if you've done this part at least, which is the spreadsheet, and you have an idea of what you want to write, naturally the keywords are going to pop up, so you don't have to stress too much about it. You can actually review that. That's what I do. I just write everything out, and then I go back once I'm finished and I insert keywords where I can as naturally as possible. But the main idea is to do it and have fun doing it. If you don't like to write, find someone that does and pay them. Just share your ideas with them, maybe help them outline the blog post and have them write 1,000 to 1,500 words. You can find a lot of people online looking for that type of work. All right, well, I hope these 11 suggestions for writing a good blog post have helped you. If you have any questions, you can contact me via our website, or you can call me. Thank you and have a good day.